Hi. Like you saw in the description, in the title, we're switching it up this week. Instead of doing a vlog, I wanted to take you along the journey of getting my first chemical peel for my hormonal cystic adult acne that I've been struggling with, especially recently, just so heavily. And so I'm getting like, I guess a pretty harsh peel. I've done a no peel with my esthetician, who I'll have linked here. If you are in the New York or Queens area, you can reference my name for some coin off. But this isn't sponsored, by the way. I just really fuck with her, and since I'm an influencer, I was like, give me a code, girl. But I am paying for this. Anyway, so yeah, I'm about to wash my face and my hair, because you can't really wash your hair for a few days. Washed my sheets and all of that jazz, so gonna do that. Get ready for this facial, this chemical peel, and we're gonna track the progress together. I'm gonna show you my skin without makeup right before, and we're gonna track the progress for like the next 7 days, I would say. And I kind of just wanted to like completely share my hormonal journey with you thus far. I think like a lot of women were like in this era of really learning about our bodies, and so I'm on my hormone journey, just me trying my best. It's not like I have like a coach or anything like that, because I can't fucking afford it. That's insanity, you know, like that shit should just, not saying that the coaches should not charge us, but it should just be part of the system already for us to know about our fucking hormone health. Anyway, I told myself I was really gonna stop cursing on these. Anyway, so yeah, for now, I'm gonna get ready for this facial. I'll show you a little bit of the facial, but it's more talking about the process of the chemical peel and just really diving into hormone health and just what I, like beginner stuff, like just what I know, you know, cortisol levels, all of that jazz, and telling you about my journey of being on birth control for more than half of my life, a really long time, getting off of it solo, and then forcing myself back onto it because I started to panic about my acne. But I'll go into detail, don't you worry about it. But I have to shower and do what I said I was gonna do. So sit back, relax, relate, and enjoy the motherfucking show. Alright, I'm showered. My face is clean. This is it. Pre-facial, pre-chemical peel. Don't mind my frizzies, I just blow dried my hair, and you know, takes a while. It's like, takes a while to flatten, but this is it. This is a photo from 2 weeks ago of when my face was at its absolute worst, to the point where I was just in tears because of how bad it hurt, like beyond physical appearance, like cosmetic appearance. It was physically hurting, and that caused me to panic and put myself back on birth control. And so since then, I'm noticing some like redness going down, but barely, honestly. So, but it's only been, like I said, like a week and a half, not even 2 weeks, since putting myself on BC again. And we'll get into my whole BC journey. Definitely did not want to put myself back on it. Like, I feel really defeated even admitting that to you, because I really didn't want to be on it. Just for like my mental reasons, like, I don't know. We'll get into it though, but for now, just wanted to show you pre-facial skin for full transparency. So don't ask me for shit else. Like that one guy that was like, this girl's pathetic, she needs to get a life. Somebody commented that. As if this isn't my life. Anyway, let's go to the facial. Let's stay positive. We're in this together. Kisses. Mwah. Mwah. All right. And I'm back home. This is right after the peel. Looks exactly the same. The peel itself was literally nothing. It was just layering on products. So it wasn't even like a facial, because it was like just putting on products. So like no extractions, no nothing, which kind of sucks because I really needed extractions. But yeah, kind of crazy that that's $200, but we shall see the results together. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna live my life here at home and chill out because I can't wash my face, like, you know, that's why I showered before. I can't wash my face or anything for 12 hours, and like I need to avoid the sun and all of that. So gonna do that. Gonna watch some F-Boy Island, because that's what I'm on. Gonna eat. And that's it, babes. I'll check in with you tomorrow, innit? Alright. Hi. Good morning. It's the next morning. I just showered and wash my face with a gentle cleanser that my esthetician recommended. Not noticing too much of a difference besides like I see like my forehead being like nice and smooth and shiny, and then the cystic acne coming out into like a whitehead, because you know she couldn't do any extractions. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm not gonna peel as much. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm feeling like so But, and I also fucked up doing this during Memorial Weekend. Not like I had plans. Literally not one plan. Like, my main friend is on a family vacay, and then my other, like, go-to to do something is working on weekends. So I'm like, maybe it was a perfect weekend for me to get this done, but I'm bored. And also the full moon in, is it in Gemini or Sag? I don't know, but I haven't been feeling satisfied. I haven't been feeling satisfied. I think that's a perfect way to put it. But wanted to give you a little glimpse into my hormone journey. Essentially, I was put on BC right when I started my period, when I was 13. And, you know, due to my culture and, you know, my parents lacking education and things like that, like there was no questioning a doctor or questioning it. And I think a lot of minorities can relate, and a lot of first-geners can relate. You know, I'm first-gen Cuban, and so I'm first to get educated, rada. And so if a doctor just says to put your kid on something, they're going to put it. And so I had been on it my whole life, and I'm 27 now. Ooh, no, I'm 28 now. Ooh. And last year, about a full year ago now, March was a full year, more than a year actually, a year and 2 months now, I was like, I just want to get myself off of birth control. And it wasn't just like abrupt, like I had been contemplating it for like 2 years before that, and I was just so nervous because of the acne that I heard people get. But in my head also with the acne, I was like, there's no way, because I'm not acne prone, because I'd never had acne. I was more concerned about the weight. I was like, what if I start gaining all this weight, rada, because weight has been something I've struggled with my whole life, and like an ED and all of that. And so I was nervous about that, and nervous, you know, just because of the things that I heard. But my therapist at the time, I I admitted a few things to her, and she was recommending that I get on like an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety medication. And I was like, before I do that, like maybe I should try to just get off birth control. Like maybe I had been reading like birth control did a lot for the mental, like in regards to making you like feel groggy and anxiety and depressed. Like all of that is part of birth control and like hormone health. And so I was like, let me just get myself off of BC. Like fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. And I don't really go to the doctor. I don't really like Western medicine. Like I don't know. And I haven't had health insurance in a while. I just got state insurance through the state of New York. But anyway, so I got myself off of it. Everything was great. I definitely noticed a difference in my mental. Like, this last year, I really felt like although I have chronic depression and anxiety, I was able to see the light. And I had never been able to see that. Normally, like, when I go through a depressive episode, I just no longer want to be here on this earth. If you know what I'm saying. And when I got myself off of it, like this last year, it's like even when I was sad, depressed, already read it in the slumps, I was still like seeing the light at the end. Like it's a completely different feeling. Like I didn't really feel that cloud, and if I did feel the cloud, I could see through it. And you know, for my whole life, I thought one just always feels like that. And so now that I've gotten a little taste of it, I really wanted to not get back on birth control, but my acne has been so crazy. I got recently diagnosed with PCOS. I have facial hair, like I'm gaining like facial hair and like hair, just like more hair follicles in places that I didn't before, and then also losing the hair on my head. I've actually lost weight. I haven't gained any. Not that I know, I don't weigh myself anyway, but per like what people are telling me, I'm skinny queen. But anyway, so you know, I was off birth control, ready, I developed this acne, and I tried a few different things. Like I didn't exhaust my search per se, because exhausting it is like OD, but also I did what I could. Like I changed my diet and really tried to maintain my cortisol levels and things like that. And nothing was working, and it just got worse. And so I panicked, and I have like 6 packs of BC left. So I was like, I'm gonna just get back on BC. Like I remember the night, like everything was just going downhill. I was just like crying consecutively in the shower due to the pain. So yeah, that's kind of a little glimpse of my BC journey. My intention with getting back on it abruptly was an easy fix, and now that I know that I have PCOS, because it's a recent discovery, I'm like, okay, hopefully I can ease myself off of this BC in a few months once the acne clears, and do it the correct way, you know, with proper supplements and things like that. I really want to find me like a holistic coach or doctor or something that aligns with my views and within health. And doing that just takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy that I don't have right now, and BC is just the quickest fix. So I'm hoping for the best. Getting this facial was also like due to panic. Like I didn't really have the 200 to fucking just drop on this shit, but it's important to me, so I make do. Mentally, I'm feeling like, I don't know, like I'm not really fucking with it. I'm not really fucking with my mental right now. I'm not even finna hold you. So, hoping my acne clears up and I can get back off this BC, because I'm feeling like my groggy self again, and I hate it. So that's the update for now, babes. Also, if you ever have any questions, like feel free to ask me anything about my hormone journey, BC, all of that. But yeah, I'll keep updating you throughout this video, throughout this week. And I'll probably think of like other things to share with you on like my journey, but that's it for now. Sorry if I'm yakking. You know me, I'm a yacker. Alright. Okay, I just woke up, but I wanted to show you this flakiness. This is day 2 of the chemical peel before I wash my face and moisturize it. Last night, I moisturized the fuck out of it because it's been kind of itchy, like, you know, like on these whiteheads all day, but I'm glad to see it like peeling. And I was told not to pop any of these, so waiting for them to pop themselves, although I want to, you know, but we're hanging on strong, you know, New York strong, if you will. So, trying my fucking best. I feel like I'm already going stir crazy staying home, but I have some big tasks today to clean out my closet. Fucking, you know, New York closets, a fucking shoebox. So I gotta make room because I'm abundant and great things are coming to me, so I'm making room for that. Yeah, I just want to give you a quick little update. Tomorrow I'll probably talk more about my PCOS discoveries and like some of the symptoms I've been getting from the PCOS, but yeah, it seems like the chemical peel and the birth control are kind of doing something. I would definitely say the birth control has done something, but who knows, because my hormones can be a completely different bitch next week, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you really never know. You know how they got a diabetes test or whatever, where you could just test your blood for like your sugar all day? They should do that for hormones, so a bitch could know what the fuck is going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is there not enough? Anyway, alright, that's all I got. Actually, so within the last like hour of the last time I talked to you, it's been peeling more, even with putting a whole bunch of moisturizer on. So we'll see, but just wanted to keep you fucking updated. You know, if I see something, you finna see something. Hi, this is day, what, 3 now? She didn't give me scissors or anything. So I literally like just have been avoiding leaving the house because I don't know what to do with me looking like a fucking snake, you know? But kind of seems to be working. We're later in the day, much later in the day. It's like 7 p.m. I've been peeling all day. My face is itchy. I'm like slapping my face at this point. But yeah, that's it for the update. I have like these that itch a lot and they're still like swollen, like some blemishes, but definitely a difference so far. I'm excited for the peeling to be over so that I could, excuse me, so I can wear makeup again, feel like myself, leave the house, you know. This process is like a little difficult because, yeah, I like kind of did in the worst weekend. Like I said, like it's been beautiful sunny weather and I've kind of just been having to avoid everything. Because what? Like even if I could be out in the sun, like me peeling like this is absolutely insane. Like I can't go anywhere. I'm looking like fucking gold member, like about to. I'm peeling. Do you know what reference? Anyway, if you don't, that's insane. But yeah, you know, just trying to. I can't with this, honestly. Like this is absolutely insane, but I can't snag it. Oh, did it just come off? Yeah. A little bit did. It like itches too, you know? But anyway, that's me update for today, babes. We'll see how the skin is looking tomorrow. It's also like peeling on my forehead and around my nose. So hopefully, like, I'm hoping tomorrow's the last day of peeling. That would be Thursday night, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, tomorrow would be full days, isn't it? So, alright. Talk to you then. Hey, puñetas. Day 4 in this bitch. 4? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yep. Day 4. Woke up with this fucking crater on me lip. It hurts so bad. And it had been forming since honestly before the fucking facial. And it finally surfaced. And I'm not gonna pop it. Then it hurts so bad. It's hitting my nose. You know? And then this motherfucker won't go away. I want to pop it so bad, but Andrea said not to pop any of them. Forehead is big peeling. You see her? I don't know if you can see her. You see her? She big peeling. The side is big peeling. So this side is looking pretty good though. Right? I feel like I'm noticing a big difference on this side. Even though I got this fucking launcher. Everything else is like pretty like smooth. This one's still smoothing out. And like this one's humongous. This cystic. Yeah. Like what the fuck is that? Anyway, but this, that one's insane. So, that's about it. It's finally like not a sunny day today. So, I feel more inclined that I can like go outside and do stuff. Especially like even wearing a mask. Like I don't think I would sweat too much per se. So hopefully I'm able to like go get my nails done and stuff. It is Memorial Monday. But hoping that they're open. I'm gonna like call and see. But yeah, that's about it. I've been doing literally nothing. I started Bridgerton finally. And I don't know. It's like everybody's like, oh, you get like a few days off. Like it must feel so nice. And normally I'm all inclined for like staying in and doing nothing. But this time around it's not feeling good. Again, I don't know if it's the weekend that I chose because it was sunny and beautiful. But I've been like so bored and just uninterested with literally everything, like shows, books, anything that I eat, people, like myself, uninterested in myself even. I'm like, Lex, you're boring. Like I need a plot twist, which is toxic of me because I don't need a plot twist. But you know, just realizing like we crave toxicity when that's all we know. So maybe I've just been learning a lot. I don't know. I could have done a little bit more with my time, but I'm not about to be hard on myself. It's fine. Like I could have been doing like more admin stuff, like doing stuff for proper, getting it together, like research and stuff. But if I can't even pay attention to like smut that I'm reading, why would I be able to pay attention to, you know, production in a home podcast studio? You know? Anyway. So that's all for me update. I'm trying to think if I've given you all the tea on my hormone journey. I told you I got back on birth control. Different things I tried before getting back on birth control are just like the holistic route, you know, enhancing my diet. Like I stopped caffeine essentially, especially Celsius. I mainly do matcha and like some coffee here and there, but after I have protein, after I've been up for a while, definitely limit or completely took away dairy for the most part. more than like I ever have before, because before I would still do ice cream and stuff, but no longer doing that. Haven't done that for a while. Like sweets in general, I no longer do. I used to like buy break and bake and just have them on deck. And just eat a few break and bakes every night. No longer doing that. So yeah, I've really enhanced my diet. That didn't help. I did sea moss for like a few weeks. That did absolutely nothing. Supplement wise, there's so many options and so many routes to go that I just didn't know what to do. And I tried one, forgot what it's called. If anything, I'll put it here. It's like Incitable or something like that. And every time I took it, it didn't make me feel good. It kind of felt like I couldn't breathe. Like I felt weak, and I would take it at night. So I was like, let me not take any more supplements until like I talk to a doctor. But I don't talk to doctors, so just stop taking that. The only supplements I take are magnesium and vitamin D at night. Real vitamin D, y'all. Real vitamin D. I'm celibate. I wish, honestly, if I had the other type of vitamin D, I don't think I would have my cortisol levels this high. If we keeping it a buck. But honestly, men do raise cortisol levels. Highly. Thus far. Looking for the one who don't. So, what else have I done? I don't wear like a ton of foundation or anything like that. I actually don't wear foundation at all. I've never really worn foundation. But I wear concealer and stuff, and I use fucking Hourglass, so I know that shit's good. Like, the products that I use are from my esthetician. So I've tried a few things. I feel like there's something else that I've tried and I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, you know, and like I've said before, besides the acne, I was also getting, hopefully no longer getting, like hair, like an excess hair growth everywhere but my head. And like I'm losing hair on my head, but like I'm getting like some facial hair, shit like that. Thankfully, with the PCOS, I haven't struggled with weight gain or weight loss that I know of. Because I don't weigh myself, but I have been stressed AF over dumb, like, boys, no, now I sound like a fucking pedo. Little boys, but no, I don't want to call them men. They're in their 30s, but I don't want to call them men. So, little boys. I've been, and you know when you have, like, boy stress, you don't be eating? Low-key, that's me anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, have I not tried hard enough on my hormone journey to not do this? But like, shit is expensive, girl. Shit is expensive. Time could, like, expensive with your time, expensive with your money. You know, getting to know your hormone health without like proper resources. Do you know? ¿Qué puedo hacer? ¿Qué puedo hacer? What can you do? Anyway, that's all I got because I've already been talking too long. You know me. I can't wait to start vlogging with you again next week, though. I miss ya. I miss ya. So. Alright. Yellow. You know what? You know what I have stuck in my head right now? Hi, how you doing? It's Weezy F, baby. Came to take a shit in here on the toilet bowl, bitches. Puss ass. Stunting on his beat like a motherfucking. Back to the Bristol. I hope I got the words right. Anyway. Day 5, isn't it? You know how I had that big ass fucking pimple right here? Andrea, my esthetician, was like, you could pop it. Big mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Low key. I popped it, and then it swelled up again, like with more cystic fluid or whatever, like whatever fucking pus comes out of there. Shit. Sorry. And it got bad. It got bad. It filled up again. It popped on its own again. And then I woke up with it looking terrible. Like right now it's better than what it looked like earlier, but still peeling. But the texture is feeling better. I feel like this one I still have like these 2 blemishes that want to be popped, but I refuse. And some down here. Even this side, I mean, comparing it to that photo that I started with, remember, like that was like kind of crazy. But I'm like, is it the birth control? Is it like my hormone levels at that time? Because you know, like for me, one of the big reasons why I kept breaking out also heavily, like with the cystic acne, was my period was irregular with not being on birth control. Right? So I wasn't getting a monthly, like I wasn't getting it monthly. So my body not having that estrogen caused me to like break out more, you know? And so now that I'm on the BC, next week I'm supposed to be on my PER. And so I'm like, is that why my face is clearing up? Or is it because I'm taking the BC? Or is it because of the chem peel? Or is it just like a good little mix of it all in it? I don't know, babes. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But this is me update right now, isn't it? I'm like feeling okay about the results. I don't know. We'll see. My back is still breaking out like crazy. She didn't do anything to my back, but I'm hoping that clears up with taking BC. So, hey kids, it's day 6. Tomorrow would be a full week. I feel like I'm no longer peeling. If I am, it's a tiny bit. So let's dive in really quick. Let me give you a review. Okay, let me put you right here. I still have some major cystic acne texture, like ones that are still inflamed, like you can see that one, some here, this one, and that's like the major ones, you know. Besides that, everything is marks, it seems like, or like, you know, like smaller like blackheads or, you know, things like that. But the cystic acne is like my main. Also, if you hear my stomach growl, don't judge me. Okay, I just wanted to talk to you really quick before I start my day. Because I'm not gonna record anymore. I'm gonna answer some of y'all's questions that y'all asked on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram if you don't already, because I try to relate things and I use Instagram stories for a lot of interacting. But this is gonna be my last day posting it. It's today if you're watching it when it launched. Hopefully I edit everything and post it to you today, so that if you did want a part 2, because apparently like I could expect purging and things like that, and like effects can, like I can get even, I can see even more effects after like 2 more weeks. So if you want a part 2 and if you have any like other questions regarding hormonal acne, adult acne, PCOS, did I get everything? Like that whole thing, journey, hormonal journey, all of that, getting on birth control, getting off birth control, rada-de-rada. If you have any more questions about that, then drop them here and I'll definitely do a part 2. Yeah, so I feel like if it was winter time, I would be more inclined to get another one in a month, just to see like how major the results could be. Because compared to that picture, remember, this is looking like less irritated. Honestly, it looks kind of irritated today, and I think that's because I've had like a few stressors happened recently. Because you know Dominican men. You know Dominican men. Okay. So I had to block somebody. And so I really feel like stress is a big indicator on me being inflamed because, yeah, and I tried really hard to get out of whatever I'm feeling, but my skin is just showing it. Like, why am I getting so red? It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, girl. Boys, because there's some boys on here, which is really nice. And when I say girls and boys, you know what the fuck, all of y'all. We support the gays, the theys, the she's, and the its. Anyways, yeah. Okay, let me dive into some of y'all's questions. First one, what is the main benefit of the chemical peel? I think different peels have different benefits. I know some people do it, you know, for something as simple as like brightening and things like that, or wrinkles. I personally did it for cystic acne in particular. So there's like 6 different kinds of acne. I actually hosted a masterclass with Dr. Dennis Gross on acne and an acne line. I need to ask them when they're going to post that on YouTube for you so that you can get a little bit more insight, because it was a live masterclass. But anyway, I wanted to target specifically cystic acne. And so like all of these red marks, blah, 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 I know that will go away eventually, and like that isn't as much of a burden as how painful cystic acne is, beyond the physical appearance. And so that's what I was targeting. And per my research and, you know, and asking my trusted esthetician, it seems like one of the only ways to get rid of cystic acne from like an esthetician standpoint or an aesthetic standpoint is a chemical peel, from my understanding, because it goes, you know, through a few layers of skin. From my understanding also, she went with the most intense peel with me. I personally can tolerate a lot of pain. I didn't find it to be painful at all. I was like, oh, this is like burning a little bit. Like, so per layer, she did 5 layers of essentially acids. And that was the facial. That's what I was saying at the beginning of how like simplistic it was. I wouldn't even call it a facial because it's not relaxing by any means. But yeah, we did 5 layers, which she said is like the most harsh that she would do in general. I could tolerate it in the moment. I didn't find it to be painful. I would say like the worst part would be like how itchy and irritating everything feels, and then not being able to do much. I also live in New York City, so like I really couldn't do much. I feel like in other places you can go, you know, you can drive to TJ Maxx and like be indoors and like do your thing, but being that I publicly commute and have to use my feet, and it was really hot this weekend, so like I couldn't really wear a mask because then I would sweat, and that defeats the purpose of the chemical peel as well. I think it would be a lot easier for the downtime if I wasn't a commuter in New York City. Definitely makes a difference. Another question that I'm getting a lot of is, what have I cut out of my diet that felt that I helped my skin the most? Definitely dairy, if I'm being honest. Like, and when I say dairy, I mean like ice cream. So maybe sugar too with that, because, you know, I was doing the kefir, that yogurt in the morning. Like, it's like a probiotic yogurt to help with gut health. And I didn't find that to be irritating. Maybe it was, I don't know. I haven't been doing it as of recent because I'm just like, I don't know what to do anymore. But definitely sweets and dairy. I think dairy really irritates me. I mean, my diet was honestly doing pretty good. Like, I've been intentionally eating for a little while. I mean, like, I'm not one of those like health freaks by any means. Like I'll fuck up some Taco Bell, you know, after 9 p.m. But, because that's the only time one should eat that. But I've always been intentional in the sense of wanting to hit all of my food groups like with every meal, and starting my day with protein rather than carbs and fiber, or caffeine, you know. I did quit Celsius. I don't think that made a difference at all with my skin, but it definitely made a difference with my anxiety. And so being that cortisol levels and anxiety does affect acne, that's also like another contender, you know. I would say cortisol levels, and this leads to another question of y'all's, which is like, what's the biggest thing that I learned throughout this? And it's how significant our cortisol levels play into literally everything, especially acne, and for females, hormones, like a hormone imbalance. And so y'all know I have PCOS now. I don't know if that's like bound, if that was bound to happen for me, or if it's like post-pill PCOS. I think it's a little bit of both, just because per my family tree, we've always had like uteral problems, if you will. Is uteral a word? I hope. Both of my grandmother and my mom both had hysterectomies and like fibroid removals and all of that. I really don't know, you know, because they don't fucking educate us on this. But yeah, I learned that cortisol levels are a big indicator, and one of the biggest things you control with your cortisol levels are is what you eat. So yeah, I think a big difference would be like protein in the morning made a difference for me, because like I'll have like 2 boiled eggs in the morning, or like a meat stick, because I personally don't like to eat a lot in the morning. And so I would start my day with that rather, and then have caffeine after being up for an hour and a half at least. And then I could go about my day and then eat whatever. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty intentional, so I try to eat all of my greens naturally, but like I don't take away carbs if I want them, per se. Like if I want arroz con frijoles, or like, you know, anything, fried rice, if I want anything, I'm gonna have it, is my thing. But that's between me and like an ED recovery thing, like minor ED, nothing crazy. I'm not trying to like, you know, but I think we all have like a little inch of ED, especially if we're born in like this age range of like when diet culture was booming. Because I've personally been dieting since I was like 9. So anyway, let me see. Any other questions that I think I haven't hit? Because I feel like I hit a few. But again, if there's so many details within this, so if I triggered a question for you or anything like that, and you just want to know my process and my progress and what I've learned, please feel free to ask, because I will make another video. Please, please, please. Because yeah, a lot of y'all were like, just want to know what you learned, like, you know, telling me about your Accutane journeys, and like I said, male and females, telling me about their adult acne journeys, you know, when I open up about it on Instagram. So, and it's always the person that you would never expect. And so also know that with the insecurities that come with this, I've never dealt with such an insecurity. Like, even like weight used to be a thing. Weight used to be a thing, as it was for I think a lot of little girls. Again, like in general, but in my age range, I don't know. And so, like I said, I've been dieting since I was young. This adult acne bullshit has been probably like one of the hardest, like most difficult insecurity things that I've dealt with, 100%. And I feel like it's a lot of people not talking about it, because as soon as I open up about it, the amount of people and men that open up to me about it is kind of insane. And like, I don't have a lot of male followers because I'd be like, you know, trying to get rid of them because it's purposeless. But I let a few slide, like if they don't bother me, and they'll tell me like, I started thirst following you, and after like knowing about your acne journey or seeing your progress or whatever, like I just like stick around because I really enjoy this and I relate to it, you know? So just know that, for real. Like, we're all fucking insecure. Like, we all have, we're not that we're all insecure, but we all have our insecurities. And even somebody like me who deals with them with, I know I deal with them with such, like, not even to toot my horn, but grace. And that's to you, because I will still be crying to my friends about how I feel fucking ugly. Or I've had moments of being like, can you see my acne? Can you know, like those really insecure moments where you need a lot of reassurance. I've definitely been there. Hundo. And yeah, like Accutane, that just seems really scary, and I know it works for some people, but then it doesn't work for a lot. And that's another reason why I just put myself back on birth control rather, because I'd rather do that than Accutane. So yeah, it's been a journey. I appreciate you for following along. I really do. I feel like if I wasn't able to share it like this, I wouldn't like feel as confident as I do. Like, you definitely give me confidence. Hundo P. Like, look at me. You know what, like, shut the fuck up. You're beautiful. Okay? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't have you, I wouldn't have, like, the cojones to talk about this, come up on here barefaced, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I love you. If you're dealing with similar insecurities and battles, you're not alone, sister, brother, all of y'all. You're not. And I can do like a separate video on like self-development things, on like, you know, I call it my toolbox. Shout out to my therapist who like brought that term to me, but I can talk about like what's in my toolbox to get through certain things mentally, and if you want me to dive into like more mental health things and self-development things, I would love to do that. But yeah, talk to somebody, journal it out. A lot of mirror work helps for me. Like, I really will just sit in front of that mirror and speak out loud. Out loud. You can't let that shit be in your head. I'll speak out loud and be like, Lex, you're beautiful. And if it feels like a lie, I will say it over and over and over again right there in that moment until it feels less of a lie. And if I don't have a breakthrough in that moment, then I move on to the next thing in my toolbox. So we can have a whole toolbox talk. But for now, this is it, because I have no idea how long this is going to be of just me talking about acne. So I'm closing out. I love you to pieces. Hopefully I'm vlogging this week for next week. If not, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Thanks for riding with me. Anyway, bye. Love ya.